the indiscipline, the mistrust, the poor accountability of industry players which have driven investors away. He says the Ghanaian creative industry didn't collapse because of lack of talent or government neglect. It fell apart because we, the creatives ourselves, lost discipline, broke trust, and destroyed investor confidence. He wrote. Safo explained that despite the government's effort to establish supportive institutions and policies, creatives failed to build proper structures or maintain the trust of investors who once funded projects in film, music, and fashion. And he said again, we insulted them, we disrespected them, we defaulted on our promises and made them feel their money didn't matter. But it does, because creativity without a capital is just imagination, he stated. And also cited the Xylophone Art Fund as a painful example of what he described as self-sabotage, recalling how some beneficiaries failed to return funds meant to revolve and support other creatives. This morning we have on the phone line Socrate Safo. Good morning, Socrate.
Good morning, boss.
How are you doing this morning?
I am still alive by God's grace.
How is the economy treating you?
I'm waiting for the 24-hour economy to kick in, then I will align.
But at least your life is better now than before.
I haven't seen any change here.
Okay, so great. So there is this big story here, something you posted on a Facebook page that we are reviewing this morning. You say government alone can't save the industry. Yeah, and you are citing reasons and saying that, even the people in the industry also have a role to play. What inspired this post?
Well, as a commentator of the industry and also a key person, I have lived long enough to know where we came from, what happened to us, and why we are where we are today. That everybody you tune into any entertainment related show on radio or you read, and everybody is lamenting. But I've seen the glory days before, where we were making money, where people were carrying money in Ghana must go bags. We have these Kayayus who we entrusted to send our monies to banks, and it goes in Ghana must go bags. So today that people scramble for some $1,000 on YouTube and they're so excited. And everybody's complaining. So I just decided to share my view and call on the industry to wake up. That's all.
Okay, so this is your inspiration. This is why you put up this post. And
Yes.
You said that government has little to do with the neglect of talent. You actually wrote this. The government has
Yes.
little to do with it.
Yes.
Do you
Yes,
really
because-
think government has little to do with it?
Exactly. I'm speaking as a practitioner. And somebody, like I said, when you talk film, the current generation of film, I created it. It's not that I came to benefit from. No, I created it. And I know what I'm talking of. I created the structures and everything that you see today. So I know what I'm talking of. One, I was there when we decided to draft the film, the NFA law that we have today. And everybody can attest to it that the NFA law took over 15 years before it was passed finally by His Excellency
Akufo-Addo.
President Mahama. No,
Mahama.
President
Okay, Mahama. Yes, Mahama.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But this law was even passed previously by President Kufuor. And we went to him and we told him that no, the way it is, we don't like it. So he sent it back to Parliament. All that we were fighting for is that practitioners must control their destiny. Government must wash its hands off it. So check the NFA law and you will see that everything in that law is by practitioners, for practitioners, with practitioners. No government
But of course, government led all that.
Yes, government led it, but look at the law. It is about us. the copyright law is by us. When we're fighting the copyright office for this law, it is because we said government must wash its hands of it. And government did. Look at the structure of all the collecting societies. There's no government rep. We said this is private business. Go to the creative, how do you call it? Creative arts
agency.
Authority. Yes, agency. Check their law. It is by practitioners for practitioners.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we know this is private business. When I finish
But government reserves the power to appoint people that it's actually deems fit.
We gave government the condition, appoint a practitioner, check all the laws.
No, what I'm saying is that you are saying is it's the practitioners who do that. But I want to tell you that even apart from that, whoever becomes board chair, whoever becomes executive secretary is appointed. It is appointed actually by government.
Yes, that is automatic. But government must appoint a practitioner, one of us.
That is well understood.
Yes.
So why are you saying that how we are in the industry now, as in the state of the industry, should not be blamed on government? Why are you saying that?
Because government has done his part. Government has given us the laws, the governing laws that we design ourselves. Government has passed it for us.
And
so
what
all that we need to do is to make sure that the laws work. The board of NFA is made up of practitioners. When they go and sit there, what do? Government will not come and say, or the president will not come and hold a whip on you and say that do A, B, C, D. No. This is what you said you want. The board, when you go and sit there, what do you do? Since the board was inaugurated to date, what have they done? That has put some effect on the industry.
But sometimes, don't you think the people that are put in positions are constricted, if you like, because they are not getting resources from government to do their work?
No. Let's limit it to the NFA.
No, we can't limit everything to NFA. NFA isn't the only institution in government. We have other institutions in government. So if we limit everything to...
Like which one? So that if we don't make it specific...
No, the ministry is the bigger institution, and it has 13 agencies under it. We have the GTA, we have the Creative Arts Agency, we have the NFA, we have Hotcat, we have the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, we have that as well. We have more. We have 13 solid agencies under the ministry. So if we limit everything to NFA, we might not be making the right decisions, if I should put it. So let's broaden it up and then see. If you tell us that government has little to do with the industry's well-being, I'm struggling to understand. That's why I'm asking you to break it down for us to understand, because you were in government for 8 years and most of the things you promised, you could not do them. If we speak, are we going to blame people like you, Socrate, who were put in positions, or we are going to blame the government, which was supposed to make sure things were done?
Okay. I don't know what you want to achieve by this interview, but if you look at what I put out, there is a particular challenge that I addressed. When you have a broad spectrum of challenges, you address it one after the other. I picked aspects of it and I decided to address it. When I finish, we can go to the other one. That's why I said, let's limit it to the NFE. When we finish with the challenges of the NFE, then we can move to the other sector. But the way you have presented it, we can't achieve anything. We will just talk.
Socrate, I'm reading a story culled from your post. And the story doesn't make...
I didn't just talk about just cross everything. I said, look, when it comes to funding,
yes,
we drove investors away.
Okay.
Good. The investor that we drove away, we didn't do that because government didn't do something. We got the investors all right, but lack of what? Respect for the investors. These are some of the challenges that I raised in my submission. Yes. Good. So it's not government. Yes, we got the investors all right. Right now, if you give any filmmaker money, how is he going to get the money back to you? He can't make the money back.
Why?
No way.
Why?
Because we have killed distribution channels, the market through which we will make the money back. We have destroyed it. It's not government. It's not government that collapsed the market.
Mm.
We collapsed the market. The practitioners, we did things that collapsed the market. Do you understand what my point now?
Yes.
Good. So you see where we were going, we will not have achieved anything.
Where I was going is the bigger picture, is the crux of the matter.
No.
Because if you are saying that government has little to do with the state of the industry, then I should ask you to give reasons. Now, nobody is contesting the fact that you are saying that the attitude of the people is also a factor. That one, nobody can even contest that. But I want you to just break down where you say that government has little to do with it, when in fact
all that government, the role government should play in our affairs, government have played that role.
Are you sure government has played every role that it's supposed to play to make things better for us?
What else can government do? And I'm speaking as a practitioner, please. I'm speaking as a practitioner. Government is supposed to give us laws to govern our sector. That's all.
Has government made it possible for us to get a film fund?
The film fund is supposed to give us money. It's in the law. But if the film fund is not there, can we get money from somewhere? The film fund is not all that the law says. No. If I sit here, if you give me a film fund, what am I going to do with it? I'm a private practitioner. The film fund is just an add-on, some icing on the cake. But the main challenge, if I can produce my film today as I was producing, and I can make my own money without film fund, I didn't start making films with film fund. So film fund is not my challenge. It's the least of my worry as a filmmaker. My biggest challenge now is the market, because I have just finished a film, Sextortion, which I'll release in December.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about to make the money. I didn't get film funds to produce that movie. No, I'm a private businessman, just like the taxi driver, just like Mr. Kwesichum, who set up a radio station. Wherever he got his money from, that is his private business, just like me. So film fund is not, don't bring in film fund as one of the challenges of the industry. For me as a practitioner, I'm telling you, it's the list. Ask Salam, ask whoever a proper filmmaker or film producer worth his salt. He will tell you that film fund is not his challenge. The market. Because we were having money, we were putting it in the industry, we were making the money back, we were not thinking about film fund. Film fund is just something, a byproduct. So government has passed the laws. Every law that should govern us, government has passed it. Government have put our own people there to manage it, that we should manage our own affairs. When Kwame Nkrumah gave us independence, he said the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. So if we have got independence and we mess ourselves up, do you go still and blame the British people for it? No. The government has given us the laws. We said we don't want government hands. So even any committee, like the anti-piracy committee, is made up of 5 practitioners, just 2 copyright officials. So if we don't work, why do we go back and blame government?
And if we don't work, why doesn't government maybe sack those people and bring in those who can do the work?
Well, have we gone back to government to say that our people can work? If we go back
Socrate, when you were in office and you had challenges, did you go back to government to tell government you had challenges so you could not work?
Ask Honorable Okrekumante. I went to him. He was the minister, and per the law, the structure of the law, he put me there. So I went back to Honorable Okrekumante. I gave him all my challenges, and he was supposed to do it. He invited the person. The person didn't come about 3 or 4 times. She snubbed him. What can I do? Me.
So by saying all this morning, what do you want industry to do?
I want industry to wake up and look within and stop thinking about government. There are people who didn't or who don't know what I'm saying now. That look, every law that the industry needs to govern itself have been passed by government. Government-sponsored parliament, government-sponsored all the engagements, and the law was passed for us the way we want it. It is up to us to wake up. That is why I was citing the copyright, the NFA one, which is in place now. That the board sitting there, they are filmmakers. As we speak now, what are we supposed to do? What is the board supposed to do to fix the challenges we are facing today? It is up to them to think.
You think they are not thinking?
I use it as an example that they are supposed to think and fix the industry. We don't go to the minister who is sitting there. No, she is not the problem. We don't go to President Mahama. He is not the problem. The problem, the board. Go to the board, which is made up of practitioners. Let them analyze the challenges we are facing. That, do we have people who take monies and don't pay back? Why don't they pay back? Do we have to arrest them? Where is the distribution system? The law says that there should be a distribution system. Have they fixed the distribution system? The board, have they fixed it? The law says we should fix it because it's one of the challenges. Has it been fixed? What are the systems they put up for distribution? They came out to say that they want 1% of Ghanaians to watch Ghanaian film. Meanwhile, we have over 70% of Ghanaians already watching. Now you say 1%. Okay, explain to me why the 1%? Because over 70% are watching already and we are not making money. What is causing it? We need thinkers now. We need people to think, analyze the challenge, understand the challenge, and analyze it.
Socrate, when did you realize that we need thinkers now in the industry?
I've been saying it ever since you got to know me from Kofodia. You know this. I've been saying it. Nobody's listening. Should I stop or should I keep going?
Socrate, you mean all this while we've not been thinking?
Papa, the evidence is there. Where we are now, the evidence is there. If we were thinking, we would have been here.
But Socrate, if government promises, for example, that I'm going to build 9 theaters across the country and doesn't do it, who do we blame?
Government's blame must be there.
Why do we blame the ordinary creative?
Wait. Papa, we are looking for solutions. Government said it's going to build theaters for us. Government didn't build it. But the theaters that were there, what happened to those theaters before it went out? The Captain Cinemas, the Nankani Cinemas, the government cinemas, what happened to them? The private practitioners, we have over 1,000 cinemas in Ghana. What happened to those cinemas? How did they collapse? For us to be here today that we are going to say that government didn't build it. What did we do to collapse those cinemas? What we did to collapse those cinemas, we have not stopped. We haven't stopped. We are still doing it. So if you bring this new one, what will happen? It will also collapse.
Okay.
So yes, government failed in completing the theaters. Government couldn't complete the theaters. But those there already, what did we do to collapse them? That is what we have to think now. I said thinkers. I'm using the word thinkers. What did we do to collapse those ones? The ones that were there already. We haven't changed. We are doing the same things.
I get your point. So you mean, apart from the fact that government has a role to play, the people in the industry also have bigger roles to play?
The biggest role. Government has played its role, my brother.
Government has not finished playing its role.
Like what? What role is government supposed to do?
There is the LI for the Act 1048, the LI for Act 935 are still not out yet. They've still not been passed yet. So it is not complete. There are so many other things, other documentations that need to be done that have not been done yet. So if you tell me government has finished playing its role, I'm not sure I will agree with you. Also because Socrate, also because governance is not an event. So government cannot finish playing its role. Bra Socrate. Mate.
What I'm saying is that all that government ought to do.
Yeah.
It's an industry. All that government ought to do.
Yes, please.
Is to give us a legislative instrument or a legislature governing law. Government has done it. What is left is for we the practitioners on the grounds. I said when Shatawale is going to the studio, Shatawale don't need government something to go to the studio. When Shatawale these laws, Shatawale has been able to perform. and look at the numbers. It's not because of any airline or whatever. The practitioners, what we are doing, it's affecting us. We don't need. Master, when somebody finishes film and he's not making money, it is because the system for him to make the money has been collapsed. What collapsed it? It is our attitude that collapsed it. It is not because of an airline.
Thank you so much, Socrates. Your point is well made. We understand you perfectly. No, we understand what you're saying. We understand the fact that you are saying everybody should have, everybody has a role to play. But I think we need to be very specific when we are making our statements, when we say government has little to do when it comes to.
I have been listen to me background before I finish.
Yes.
The thing has 4 legs.
Okay.
Talents, which we have in abundance.
Yes.
Funding. I bet you there are people who are ready to put money in this industry.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
We have logistics, that's equipment and everything. Every equipment you need in the world, we have it. And the legislature, that is the laws, government has passed it. You understand?
Okay.
Government is to give us the law.
Okay.
Government have done it.
I think your point is well made, sir. Your point is well made. Thank you so much this morning, Socrate Safo, my uncle, numero uno. Send me Momo, okay? All right. Oh my, Socrate Safo right there.
Tilly, good morning. Why? Tilly says this one is a buga interview.
Okay, Still Radio on Hit 103.9 FM. This is Daybreak Hits, and Socrate Safo said something, and I was just trying to get into the bottom of it. But you know, Socrates, no bagawaya. He says government alone can't save the industry. We understand perfectly, but government has a role to play. We cannot say government has no role to play and push all the blame on people in the industry. Adam.
Chairman.
Yeah, Socrates.
Yeah, Michino. I see him coming from a certain angle as he has experienced being a private investor and being in government.
Okay.
You understand? So it's like he's merging both. From those experiences is what is making that point. But the fact is that yes, the private individuals have a role to play. Everybody has a role to play. But the government also, that role cannot be said to be little. For me, it's in as much as the private individuals have a role to play, the government has also a huge role to play. I mean, when you talk about the backbone of every sector, it's the economy. And if the government is running the economy well, the investors he's talking about will not come. You understand?
Yeah.
If the dollar is running away, even, it's even at a point, it affected those who were boosting their songs among others.
Yeah.
It was it brought a lot of financial burden on people. You understand? So that is a huge role the government needs to play. And at the end of the day, policies must not only be seen to be made, but must be, it must be in action. When the policy is made and it's not in use, what is the essence of it? And also infrastructural development. I mean, there are so many phases of our industry which needs a lot of support. I mean, recently, with what we've seen when it comes to event venues and the numbers our artists are pulling, it is exposing us as a country that we've not been able to, think of having event venues which are crafted with patrons and the artists, the production in mind. So we are making a lot of makeshift event venues which people are struggling. Now the new NSA boss is not even like earlier formerly we would have said that, let's go to the stadium. Now the new NSA boss has made a point not to attach the pitch.
Okay.
Not allow people to come and use the pitch. So it's also, bringing production constraints to event organizers. So as a country, that in terms of the infrastructure aspect, I think there are lots more to be done. I mean, if you go to the movie area, we talk about infrastructure in the area of cinema, because one of the problems the movie industry is facing is about how they can get some of these cinemas to be able to take their movies round. What, exciting packages has the government put in place to entice people to come into the cinema, investors to come into the cinema space? Recently we had a president, former president Nana Akufo-Addo, saying that there is one village, there is one district, one factory. What was it? It was putting in place a certain package to entice people to run into the manufacturing space. Now, the new government is talking about 24-hour economy. And if you read the policy document, it is in a way inviting companies, enticing companies that run 24-hour. We can do this together. So what are some of the mechanisms the government is putting in place, knowing that cinema is a lack in the space across the country? How are they enticing investors? If you look at the whole tourism budget and the breakdown, where is what moving to? Where is it creative art friendly? And is it intentional about creative art? Over the years, not be now, over the years. That is what we've spoken about. At the launch of the Black Sea Experience, the president made a point that it's like the industry, governments over the years have not made conscious effort to invest in the industry. The taste of Ghana, it's about investment, which is coming on as part of the Black Sea Experience.
Taste Ghana.
Oh.
Now I've seen Taste the Culture too.
Yeah, taste the culture.
Is it the same?
Yeah, Taste the Culture.
It's been changed.
I'm
asking.
No, Taste the Culture.
We have Taste of Ghana, right?
Yeah, that's
the
old.
GIPC one.
Yeah. I'm talking about the new one.
Taste the Culture.
Taste the Culture.
Is it replacing Taste of Ghana?
That one
now you can't tell.
Yes.
Reset agenda.
That is investment and intentional efforts. To be able to invest in the event aspect and ensure that you are positioning the country as a place for people from all walk of life and countries to come to. You want to increase arrival among other and boost the December economy. Yeah. That's intentional. You understand? These are some of the things we are talking about in other areas of the industry. And we need to look at the problems of GAMRO in terms of collection. They've even not collected about 30% of what they can collect. And look at the agencies, among others, who are owing GAMRO. What has been the intentional efforts to ensure that people are enjoying what they are deserve of? So that role cannot be said to be little. It is more, in as much as the industry players also have a certain role.
Of course. Thank you, Edem Mensah Chotome. Natasha Amagana says, I understand, Mr. Socrate, when people invest, the money must be used for purpose and not misused. That isn't the work of government, is it? We do not need government role also. All right, I have more than investment experiences in the creative arts industry. That went bad because of attitude of industry players. And nobody is negating all these factors. All of them play roles in whether the industry will do well or not. But yes, let's not create the impression the government has done everything that it needs to do for the industry, and so everything else is up to the people of the industry or in the industry. No, there is so much more to be done from the side of government as well. So yeah, Daybreak Hits on Hit 103.9 FM. It's a winning season again, and this time we're not just chasing